Good morning, you guys. Well, I was going to do all these updates, from the weekend, from the job search, and, going to the storage unit, bringing my dog to daycare because I feel that it's a very good thing for a dog to be able to socialize with other dogs. But I have something on my mind. In the last couple days, I feel like I can't really sleep as well because, as you can tell from the name of the title of this video, is that I found out that I had dated a serial cheater. So let's just start with a little background. Back in late 2023 to maybe mid 2024, I dated this guy. I'm gonna say that. Uh, I mean, he was okay in lots of things that were enjoyable. However, there was always something off, and my gut was saying that maybe he has a mental health issue. Maybe even a psychosis or a sociopath, or I don't know, it was something. So there was maybe a 3 to 4 month break in between. But I mean, it wasn't all bad. I mean, he was charming, he was sweet, he paid for every meal. It definitely wasn't all bad at all. But so both times he had ghosted me, and I'm like, okay, not really worth it. But anyway, so he lived in Philly, or he lives in Philly. I would describe him as being tall, dark, very charming. Actually, very, very charming. But so I actually received a random text. I noticed it was a Philly exchange. So the text is asking, do you know, or do you remember so and so? And I reply with, yeah. I'm a little bit cautious because that's, it could be a scammer. So, be careful because there are lots of scammers out there. But I was thinking back, like, the only person I ever knew from this area was this guy. And this person is asking if I remember this guy. So then the person continues on with, when was the last time you saw him? So I reply back with, a long time ago. I mean, that's a matter of opinion. A long time ago could be 5 years ago, 1 year, 2 year, whatever. So the conversation progresses, and she's like, I'm his wife. I've known him for over 8 years. 3 years ago, I married him. So you don't have to be an accountant to know this math. But 3 years ago from 2025 was roughly around 2022, 2023. So in other words, this guy just got married and put himself on Bumble and probably a lot of other dating sites. So, and then she's trying to piece everything together, and she's saying, well, you aren't the only one, and I'm not mad at you, but, I'm very upset. I've known this guy for 8 years, and we've been married for 3. So, and she explained that she just came into the country, all her paperwork cleared, and she got to the apartment, and it is exactly the way she described this apartment is exactly the way I remembered it. And the guy is a slob. I'm talking skid marks in the toilet, little curlies in the bathtub, like little shaven hairs, some curly-ish, in the sink. The man is a slob. Like, literally boxes piled up, takeout containers and bags, like on the counter or in the corner. So, yeah. So then she's trying to piece together exactly how many women. And I mentioned, well, after the break, I do remember having to switch to Netflix, and it said something about, this other girl, and so he always had an answer for it, and it was always very believable. There was no, it made sense and everything. So I never questioned it really. Like, okay, yeah, we took a break. But so she mentioned so many other women, and she said all around the same time. So I'm like, oh man, thank God that I've gotten tested and I always came out clean. Because you never know. I mean, but that also goes to show you that you really never know. So she told me that she was losing sleep because she couldn't sleep on the bed, knowing that me and all these other ladies were sleeping with her husband on their bed. But then I actually informed her that a lot of it was not. Oh, it was like all over the apartment, not just in the bed, but actually a lot on the couch and the floor and everything. Like, so I didn't hear from her for quite like at least an hour. So she comes back and she's like, "Oh, there are lots of white little stains on the couch." Mm-hmm. Yeah, girl. I think we know where that's from. Yeah, so not a great situation. I mean, I'm not, except for me, like I am grateful that, like, really have gratitude for the fact that he actually ghosted me. I'm not part of this at all anymore. I've moved on. But anyway, if you think maybe you dated this guy, or you're dating him, or you think you're dating him right now, and the description is that he lives in Philly, he's tall, I'm gonna say like between 6'3" and 6'5", and so he lives in Philly, tall, dark, very charming. Don't be afraid to go to my Instagram. I have it mentioned on the channel. What my Instagram is. DM me. Let me know the name and or the picture. Probably better a picture because, I mean, he used his real name back when I dated him, but that may not always be the case. And I could ID him if you want to know. So, save yourself that headache. But yeah, that is what's been on my mind. It is kind of crazy, and I mean, we're all kind of like victims, but obviously the largest victim is his current wife, who is she's devastated. I mean, I would be too, but she is really devastated, and she has to go through probably divorce and a lot of other things, and she has to look into it, and it's very hard. It's very hard for her considering he's actually pretty controlling. She has no access to their bank accounts, even money. She has to ask for money. It's really, really, really nuts.